The next thing we're going to demonstrate is how to apply an abdominal board. This is often done in conjunction when we do the silhouette and the buttock sculpting as part of what's called a wrap or a Lipo 360, or it may be done alone. When you put it in, whether it's done as part of a Lipo 360 or alone, it's put in the same way. But when you apply it with a Lipo 360 foam already in place, there are a couple of nuances that I want to demonstrate. So the first thing to note about this board is, one, it's cut in a way that there's a space for the breasts to sort of sit here so we can get up on top of the sternum. And then it's cut with a little bit of a bevel here so that when you sit, your legs don't hit it. So this is the right orientation so that it goes on the chest like this. All right? So when we're putting on the abdominal board, the first thing you do is put on the foam for the silhouette and the buttock sculpting first, and then you lay down in bed. We'll start by undoing the Velcro in the crotch and undoing the zipper on the chest. It's best to apply the foam when you're lying down just because it slides in easiest and it allows the skin to re-drape so it's nice and flat and smooth when you're putting this on. So lying down to put in the board is very important. We'll start by lifting the garment and sliding the foam up under the garment. And this can be a little tricky. You're not trying to get it perfect on the first placement, you just want to kind of get it in place. Now that it's in place, we want to make sure that the foam sits underneath the garment that's coming around here. So right now there's a layer of foam that's coming around here. We want to make sure that the foam sits over top of the hard foam. So what we're going to do then is we're going to reach underneath here and we're just going to make sure we kind of pull that soft foam over the hard foam and get that so it's appropriately positioned. All right, now that that's in place, we want to make sure that it's high enough and low enough, and then we want to lift the board up to let the skin re-drape, because when you drag the foam across the skin, sometimes it can shift things. We want to make sure that we pull things up so the skin can re-drape nice and flat and smooth before we reconnect it. So we lift this up, we make sure the skin is nice and flat underneath there, and then we put it back in place. We'll then go ahead and we'll reconnect the crotch, and we will zip up the chest. And now we have both the foam in place for the silhouette and the abdomen. Because we manipulated the foam for the silhouette, you may want to check that one more time by looking underneath here, pulling down, straightening out the garment. Now you're ready to go.